So EA, are we just going to let a game that was created 13 years ago outshine Need for Speed Unbound or any new Need for Speed games to come? Need for Speed Rivals has literally have a locked 30 FPS, no pause screen, and somehow still outshines the majority of racing games. It's mental.
Look at this. Look at this, it's perfect!
Want to even know what's even crazier? In about 2-3 years, this game will be considered a retro game. How the hell does a game like Need for Speed Rivals look better than all these racers coming out today? I need to start with the graphics right now. Need for Speed Rivals could come out today, and in my honest opinion, it could be considered next gen. The way the rain drips down the rear window is absolutely insane. It's so realistic. I have been playing Need for Speed Unbound, I believe it was like a year or two ago now. Oh my god, it's been forever. And it does not look good or even feel as full of life as Need for Speed Rivals does. Listen, I am not going to just trash all over Need for Speed Unbound. I genuinely thought it was a fun game. I still would love to go back, and I will probably just go back because I'm making a whole Need for Speed series and reviewing them and doing how it'd be in 2024 or whatever. But compared to Rivals, I cannot say with a straight face right now that Rivals does not annihilate Unbound and some racing games. It blows my mind how Need for Speed Unbound has pedestrians walking around, a city to race in, and literally more customizations you could do with your car, but you would think this would blow Rivals out of the park. Dude, it doesn't even come out close, even in the slightest. Need for Speed Rivals does not have any pedestrians walking around and barely has any of the customizable features compared to Unbound, but what it does is make the world feel alive in their absence. The dynamic weather system, the intense police chases, and the attention to the environment detail, it just contributes of the life in a breathing world that Unbound and some other racing games don't have. The weathering system is beyond beautiful in this game. I love it. It's utilized to perfection. I don't think I've seen anything this good besides maybe Forza. I love how when you're in like the foresty area and it's just like beautiful, you know, the sun is out and it just, oh my god, it feels so cozy. And then you go back out, do another mission, and it's just raining, thunder, all that. It just changes the whole scenery. You got like 3 kind of like forest different sceneries. You got the highways with like the more, you know, deserty look, a more of like a port area, and then you got the mountains where you get just constant snow. It is, oh my god, it is just perfection. And the leaves in this game, I love me some leaves in my freaking video games. And when I saw the Ghost of Tsushima, you know, reveal and playing it, oh my god, it just looks amazing. I love that. And Need for Speed does the same thing too. The leaves in this game were just running around and just driving and just hits you. Oh, it's just, oh, beautiful. Just beautiful. In Rivals, every race feels like a high stakes event. The adrenaline rush of dodging traffic, oh my god, the amount of times I've hit into a car is beyond one of the most frustrating and most fun I've had in a racing game in so many years, dude. Oh, it's so mental. And did I ever mention you could become the fucking law? It felt so refreshing playing Need for Speed Rivals because it is so damn cool that you can just chase down other racers. And what's even cooler is that you can switch between being a cop or a racer. What I find so cool that a lot of racing games don't utilize anymore is abilities. I love how, oh boy, I love how with the cops you get spike strips, roadblocks, EMPs, and all these other cool abilities, but with racers, you get jammers that could stop when a cop uses their abilities on you, and they have these EMPs and shockwaves. It's so cool. I'm telling you, there's so many terrifying moments when a cop would start summoning their chopper against you. Your heart drops because that freaking chopper could throw a goddamn spike strip out of nowhere at you. And that makes me move on to the next thing. I will say this is absolutely the most terrifying racer I have ever played, because this game turns into Mr. X chasing you throughout the game. Let me explain. You have a water level system that are called heat levels. There are 10 levels you could get, and don't make the same mistake that I made, that thinking, oh, these are so easy, these first 5 levels, I'm gonna get this away. Watch, after level 5, it's like Homeland Security's on your ass. When you reach heat level 5 or 6, Cops will deploy their gadgets more frequently and use cars that can match your car's speed, and it is goddamn terrifying because when you see that Lamborghini Gallardo LP564, yes, I had to Google it. Oh my god, it will hunt you down. I'm telling you, when it happens, I literally had to think about, man, should I just order pampered diapers? Because you will be fearing your life when you see it. It is the Darth Vader of cars in this game. The silver lining of each heat levels is that if you manage to even survive each one, your rewards will get bigger and bigger, which is great. I love that. I can't tell you how many times I've had to put my controller down and let out a huge sigh of relief after escaping a level 10 heat chase. I'm telling you, it's so fun. But, oh, I'm telling you, I need to, like, even get off my chair and just look around. I'm like, what is life anymore? But I'll say this. Rivals feels like a mixture of the Hot Pursuit games and the Split Second games. If any of you remember Split Second, just know we just became old for knowing that game this moment. And this is what makes me sad, right? The Need for Speed franchise is a racing game, not some Excel spreadsheet like we saw with Unbound. I'm sorry, I know people like the whole tier system with the cars, but I hated that I couldn't race certain events because my car was OP, not in the right class, or was just so weak. It just made me confused. It's like, you know, I want to play this event, but I have this criteria, and that's when they put it in Unbound, and I'm like, I just couldn't finish the game, and I know I'm gonna have to play that all over again, you know, probably after I beat Heat, but it hit me into a point where I'm just like, just leave that in the multiplayer. Why do we need that in single player? You know, or just turn that system off. Or maybe there was a way, I don't know. But with Need for Speed Rivals, it's just like, you have an OP car, you have a build or whatever that's OP, play it. Is it too weak? Can you still do it? Yes, you can. It's like in Unbound, it wanted you to fit their criteria, but Need for Speed was basically like, screw it, play Need for Speed.